Right, so the engine's out again. The gearbox bracket won't fit. So fits here, perfect. But then you've got a little bit here that needs just grinding down a bit. I'll just pull it in quick. So as you can see, there's a little gap there where I've been hitting. I'm just going to grind that bit down. So that's the plan now, just to set the grinder up, grind that down, make sure that this mount can fit. Right, so obviously I caught the gearbox a little bit there, but I ground it down to that point, so it's nice and flat, all nice and stable. It's looking alright. I'm going to have a look at what this is now, see if it's all clogged up, because this doesn't feel super healthy. So this is off the brake servo, so I'm just going to unloosen this. This is from the 2F option here. So just going to fasten it up. If you remember from the other videos, see that little nodule there, got it on wrong, so I need to get it set in that little hole there. So that was my fault. You can see it wasn't on tight anyway. I just needed to fasten that back up. It's not on again, it's still not on super tight still. I will torque that up later once I've got all the belts on. So I'm not 100% sure whether this is right, but I've used the Mark 2F's wiring from the alternator. I had to just clip this off a little bit and push it in. So if you do end up seeing this in the video, you know it belongs. Get it in roughly the right place. Right, okay. Let's have a look at that. So this is now sorted. It's all in. There's a bit more of a ball ache than I thought it was going to be. It's all in there, all tightened up. So let's have a look at this 1 minute. Right, so it's back in again. Just got to undo the chains and stuff. Make sure all these bolts are torqued up to spec and do all that, and then start doing all this. As you can see, it started to rain, so I thought I'd just show you this while I'm doing it. So I've just done the actual terminals from the battery. It's literally just that and that, and what I'm doing now is pulling this way. Right. As you can see, there's the engine wiring loom. So I'm not even sure what to this I'm going to need. I'm guessing these are the fuel pump relays. So I'll figure out where that goes. Guessing that's fuel pump as well. Yeah, let's figure this out together. Right, let's put some premium quality oil in. I have just drained it. I didn't bother filming it because yeah, right, I filled it up. 3 litres so far, or 4 litres, sorry. So far. I won't start it until it's down on the ground anyway. Oil done, so I've done the oil change, as you can probably say. It's spilt on the floor. Yeah, oops. I'll clean it after anyway. Right, so I have the AFH wiring loom. Yeah. Still very oily. Still very messy. But we're going to figure it out, aren't we? Just connected these here because I knew they definitely came off. You can see that too. Let me have a look. Might need to lift you a bit higher. Okay, so these are quite self-explanatory. I already know they were there, so that's okay. A lot of this wiring I know can go inside. Right, so there's a few things I need to go over dead quick just while I'm here that I didn't done so far in the video. So you have this plug here. This comes off the starter motor and the alternator here. and it goes to the red and blue plug. And what that does basically, is it red and blue and black? Red, blue and black. And that just turns the engine over. As you can see, I've got all the wires here, and this one here leads to this plug here. So it just lets you lets you start the car. Also, another thing I forgot to mention, gearbox mounting here. There's a difference between a 4 and 5 speed, so this is something you definitely need when you are doing this conversion. I've also painted this, as you can see, it's looking nice and shiny. Need to fasten that up. Could have cleaned it really, but basically it's going to go on here now, onto that. There we are. So struggle then because I've got a threaded bolt in there which connects to that. So that's why I struggled then. I do need to drill it out. I have got the stuff to do it. It's just the minute. Let's get it in. Now you're going to be very limited on what you can actually see. So you're just going to have to trust me on what I say. So also I've cut the wires, the fuel pipe wires, as you can see. Let's get my more grips. I know they're not fully on properly yet, but I will put them on. So yeah, there's another thing I've sorted. I plugged these in. Again, you can see I had done half a job on them because I wasn't 100% sure whether I'd need to pull the engine out again, which I don't do, so which is good. So I'll fasten them up as well. Right, so coolant hose wise, I've used for now the bottom one for off the AFH, and the top one here off the Mark II. So let's have a look at that. I took the other one home. I took the other coolant hose home, so that's my mistake, innit? So hoses are done now. Just gonna hit the expansion tank. do this with you. Ta. Why is he always a trouble? Why is he always a problem? So you don't need that, it's too short. But guess what? Broke it. Broke the mount. MK2F AFH. Different heights. So guess what I'm going to have to do now? For the thermostat. Great. Right, so sort of a bad day. Oops. Should have said. Look at it, it's hanging. Yeah. But put the part number in there on eBay and came back with one for 20 quid. Not too bad, not too bad. Honestly, I expected 100 quid for that. Just because it's quite intricate. It's quite intricate, isn't it? So basically what I'm going to do now is look at these two parts. Make sure they look like. Now this sensor here, I'm going to keep it as a spare because I'd rather use the original. So the two are broke. I will take that clip and oh, there we are. Panicked and I panicked. So they both look the same. So what I'm going to do now is take this clip off and attach the original, just because I know the original one works. Right, so this is the original one. Absolutely filthy and oily. I'll give it a bit of a clean up and then I'll pop it back in. I'm not sure it really matters which way it goes. See? Now another one on the forums said, they said if you fit the MK2 Polo one, it just gives you that added layer of protection. I think it's for the actually inside, so there's no harm in doing it, is there? Unless it doesn't fit, and then there will be harm. Right, so I think I've got the pipes on here correctly, especially that back pipe. That was a bugger, that was a bugger. Right, so I'm just going to reattach everything now, so stuff like this. Stuff like this. Right, it's fastening up that bracket now. Really awkward bracket, 8mm. it's leaking obviously from that connector. I'm glad I didn't do antifreeze, but that was the whole reason why. I won't put an antifreeze in for now. I was wanting to check any leaks or anything, so I won't waste money on antifreeze. But yeah, it's all going all over. Let's figure it out. Right, so the reason the engine's out is because let me find it and I'll tell you. Oh, forget that. Snapped a bolt inside the head, which is stopping me from tightening that up. As you can see, it's in water out. That's why that's back out. So I need to take everything off again and try and get it so I can fill it. Fill the engine basically with water. Right, so it's been about 2 weeks later since the last clip you've seen. No, I can't remember if I've shown you actually. This was leaking from the bottom quite a bit. It wouldn't even hold any water, so I bought a new one. This is the new one I bought. It seems to be a lot better. The gasket looked a lot yeah, just everything looked a lot thicker. You can see I did a lot of room in there. Well, the other gasket was thicker maybe if I just put a new gasket on. But yeah, there's no cracks or anything to suggest, you know, that maybe it's been dropped or anything. But so I'm just going to button everything back up now, get it all doing it, get it all set up for running. So pretty much that's the plan now, is fasten it all back up and then get all the wiring started again. Right, in order to get this conversion to work, you also need this one here, this drive shaft. And obviously you need to grease it up. It's all there. Just about to obviously put the drive shaft in. I'm just going to clean up a couple of these, just make them look a bit nicer, clean the threads. Right, both drive shafts are in now. Oh, as you can see, both drive shafts are in. So I'm going to tell you how I did this sort of the easy way. I removed the roll bar links, let it drop down, then as you can see I pushed the wheel away. I pushed the wheel away with force, like so, and that allowed this to move away easier. So that's how I did that. So I'm just gonna rub a tiny bit of grease over there, just to allow a little bit of protection. That's still wet, even though I did it a while ago. and I still need to, as you can see, put that in as well. Right, so we're getting ready for putting the gear link is back in now. So this was the original one, and this is the one I got off another 5-speed gearbox that I bought, which is good. Older one, new one. Just gonna spray some copper grease inside. Make sure it slides in nicely and there's no issues. Right, so gear selector is done. Feels nice and tight. All the gears that can be selected. So I'm just going to make sure it's a little bit tighter. Right, just fastened up this here. It's be all nice and tight now. Right, so basically what I've done is I've cut that off. You see, it's very bent, not cut properly. I'm not bothered. It's going to get a new exhaust soon anyway. What I've also done is I've cut that little bit. There's about 3-4 inches there on the cat, and I cut that hopefully to slide that in. Right, so currently this is where I'm up to. I'm going to cut about here, then fit this in, then maybe a bit more. How much more movement do I get when I wiggle this back? Not much movement. Right, so that's fitted now to that, as you can see there. I'll probably put a clamp over that just to keep the gases in. Currently it's obviously running no cat. I am going to put a sports cat here because I don't want to run it without cat, but this whole system here is to get me to my new exhaust. So this is the whole reason. So yeah, so it's all buttoned up nicely. And then once I take it to the guy in Leeds, he'll make me a full exhaust. Right, so now the alternator is installed. Just to show you, there's a bracket here, as you can see here. I do need to fasten that in a bit more, and it's all fastened in here. Now what I do recommend, let me get it back here straight again. What I do recommend is install this and install the bracket and the alternator on before you decide to put the engine in. That would be my advice on here. What I'm going to do now is just fasten up little bits now. Subframe, you won't know about that one just yet. I'd also recommend you bend the bracket a bit as well. Do a test fit. Test fit the bracket with the alternator as well. I can't remember showing you. That's how I've done the alternator. Is I cut off a part of the pulley. I put a washer there, and then attached to that. That'll just give it the clearance. And obviously these fins will keep the alternator cool. So that's pretty much it for that. I know it's took me a few goals, a few weeks of doing this. I was mainly stuck with wiring, which the wiring seems to be sort of done now. That'll be for the next episode. So it has it's been about probably 2 weeks since the last video. I should have a few more videos upcoming. Should have this one, what you're watching now. Should have the wiring, the complete wiring. Then we should have the new subframe, and then gearbox oil. so far. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I will see you all again soon.